Hello, welcome back to this channel. I've not done a face video for a while now, so I decided to change that with this video. Let's get into it. It appears all is now set for a war between ECOWAS and Niger. The coup plotters have just defied ECOWAS and called President Bola Tinubu's bluff by saying they won't immediately hand over power to the deposed civilian president, Mohamed Bazoum. Instead, they have given a 3-year timeline for a return to civilian rule. This has several serious implications for Niger, for Nigeria, as well as for ECOWAS sub-region. I'll get into these implications in a minute, but before that, how did this come about? Especially given that General Chiani, the coup leader in Niger, said just last week, that they are ready for dialogue. Well, not to toot my own horn, I did say after I heard that statement in this video, links in the description, that it was all a ruse. They were only trying to buy time. This latest announcement of a 3-year transition to a civilian rule by the military came as ECOWAS delegation went to meet with the coup plotters to find a resolution to the stalemate.
Delivered a message of his own after meeting an ECOWAS delegation in the capital Niamey.
Neither the National Council for the Safeguard of the Homeland nor the people of Niger want war and remain open to dialogue. But let us be clear, if an attack were to be undertaken against us, it will not be the walk in the park some people seem to think.
To me, this is not surprising at all. This is the standard playbook of the military. This timeline that they just announced is obviously a lie. They are going to keep extending it. They are not leaving power anytime soon. They know it, ECOWAS knows it, and Nigeria, the country with the most to lose either way, knows it. President Bola Tinubu's worry about the coup is obviously justified. The success, especially the long-term success of the coup in Niger, will without a doubt put Nigeria's democracy in danger. The coup belt has been gradually creeping towards Nigeria. Mali, Chad, Sudan, Burkina Faso have all experienced military coup d'etat in the last few years. You cannot tell me that this has not emboldened some in the Nigerian military to consider doing the same. Who is going to stop the Nigerian military from taking power from Bola Tinubu if they decide to do so? Bola Tinubu knows this. He knows his government is in danger if nothing is done in Niger. Hence his initial unguided reaction of declaring military intervention in the country. He obviously was not well advised when he threatened to use military force to intervene in Niger. He did not understand how interwoven the northern Nigeria is with Niger. I think he gets it now though, now that the Senate, mostly led by the North, has rejected his request to intervene militarily in Niger. What he should be more worried about, and I believe he is the fact that if anyone is going to plan a successful coup, it will be Nigerian military men of northern extraction. The leaders of a would-be coup will not come from the south. You can take that to the bank. That is almost certain given our history. There is a good chance that Niger, if this coup goes unchallenged, may actively encourage some soldiers in Nigeria to do the same. The biggest challenge of planning a coup is where to plan it, where to meet, discuss, and plan for logistics. Well, with Niger now a military regime, renegade Nigerian soldiers, I hope there are none, may have just found a safe haven to plan a coup in Nigeria. A coup planned in Niger is almost as a coup planned in Nigeria. You know why? Because Nigeria shares about 1,608 kilometers with the country. There are about 5 states in Nigeria from north to south that share borders with Niger. So a coup planned in Niger, we have an advantage of having many options for penetrating Nigeria. You can see why Bola Tinubu with a very new administration ought to be worried. He has a justifiable right to be worried. We do not want military government in Nigeria. Absolutely not. Yet, it seems like Bola Tinubu is not getting enough support at home. The reason he's not getting enough support, enough sympathy from many Nigerians are twofold. One, many do not trust his administration. They believe he stole the election, and from what international and local observers have said, they have a strong and valid point. Yet, the case has been adjudicated at the tribunal and we are waiting for the judgment. That is obviously the prudent thing to do, to wait for the judiciary. We hope that the tribunal will provide a just judgment that follows the fact, irrespective of whose individual political ambition will be thwarted. Nigerians are watching carefully. Yes, that is the number one reason Bola Tinubu is not getting sympathy of all Nigerians on his strong stance with the coup plotters in Niger. Some analysts in Nigeria have even openly said that Bola Tinubu carried out a civilian coup to become president in Nigeria. How could he not come around to justifiably condemn coup in another country? The other reason he's not getting enough sympathy from Nigerians is his talk without thinking style. When the coup was announced, Bola Tinubu immediately declared that force will be used to restore democracy in the country. He clearly panicked and gave an ill-advised ultimatum to the military coup plotters in Niger. Many Nigerians, including my humble self, immediately saw the problem with that approach. I said at the time that he just made a big mistake, and I was right. That ultimatum hardened the coup plotters and galvanized support for them, not only inside Niger but also from outside the country. It is because of that ultimatum given by Bola Tinubu that made countries like Mali, Burkina Faso, Algeria to all coalesce around Niger and threaten to support the coup plotters in the event of military intervention in the country. Bola Tinubu forgot that this is not Lagos, where he can bluff, huff, and bluster his way to get anything he wants. This is Nigeria, one of the most intricate and complicated countries in the world. Having said that, let me say that I have a tiny bit of sympathy for him. The man just got, or some will say, stole the presidency less than 3 months ago. He has not even had time to become familiar with all the rooms in Aso Rock. He has not had time to appoint ministers and properly plan his administrative strategy when this fell on his lap as the leader of ECOWAS as well as the president of the biggest country in Africa. I think that was why he panicked and started giving useless ultimatums. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo would never have made such a rookie mistake. There is a reason the coup plotters waited for Buhari to leave office before striking. They are taking advantage of Tinubu's inexperience and he fell right into their trap. I'm sorry to say. That is the context. The question is, what will happen next? General Chiani has just told ECOWAS and Bola Tinubu to go to hell. He said he is not releasing power anytime soon. The ECOWAS Chief of Defense Staff met earlier this week and said they are ready to storm Niger. Well, it now looks like the battle line has been drawn. ECOWAS and Nigeria war with Niger is now going to be inevitable. Folks, it looks like we are going to war after all. I was going to tell you in this video how Nigeria will be seriously affected by any war in Niger, but this video is getting too long. I will put that in another video in the next few days. It's important for all of us to pay attention to this war brewing in our own backyard. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Now that the coup plotters in Niger have called the bluff of ECOWAS, what do you think Bola Tinubu will do? How soon will they announce a war with Niger? Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.